go. Hi guys! Let me know if sound and you can see the screen and everything, if that's okay. I'm hoping there's not a delay. There shouldn't be. Oh, goodness. Also, um, yes. You know, I'll wait for you guys to tell me if, there's sound, because that would be bad if there was not. Goodness, it has been a long time since I've done a stream, so far too used to just pre-recording everything. Yep, everything is fine. Okay, wonderful. Am I too loud, too quiet? I can't hear myself obviously, so I'd hate to find out halfway through stream. Also, since you can hear me, would you prefer music being on or off? Right. I feel like. Thank you. Right, excellent. Um, yeah, I feel like the stream is gonna be very just silence with me reading, so I don't know if there's gonna be long pauses of just awkward silence. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep talking until I guess more people show up, or if this is us, or you know. Goodness, you can tell it's been a while, hasn't it? I've never. Yeah, it depends on the music. That's what I was thinking. That's why I was gonna go for no music. So I'm like, well, it would need to fit the situation. Because imagine we're going for like an action scene, and it's just um chill music. I guess I'm trying to think of an example, but I think we'll go without until it becomes relevant, maybe. So, yeah, today we're going to be starting out a new let's play, let's read of a text based adventure game, I guess. I think that's how you would classify it. Called Stars Arisen by Abigail C. Trevor. It's one of those, you know, you'll see in a sec, but you select, okay, go next, and then you get multiple choices, and it's all reading, all quiet. It's meant to be one of those things you, like, I used to read it on my phone, like, oh, my class isn't for another hour. Oh, I guess I'll just read through this and play this game. And I just really love them. It's something you just kind of do quietly yourself typically, but I thought you guys would enjoy it. You guys like multiple choice kind of fantasy games, so yeah, I was gonna do that, and you guys are going to help me pick the adventure we play. So you guys will get priority on choices, which will be super duper fun. Well, in theory, hopefully. We may accidentally end the game early if we choose the wrong choices. Some of these games play out that way. This is one I've played before, so the rough story is, the rough story is you're the child of this former queen slash empress slash goddess. At least she thinks so, uh, and she's kind of made you so that you can go get revenge for her because she got kicked off her throne back in this kingdom empire. It's been a while. It's been years since I played this one, and the story is just you with your powers. Oh, there's magic as well, and you have to go back and try and reclaim your mother's throne. But will you reclaim it for her yourself, or will you not do it at all? Who knows? It's one of those kind of games. So I really like it. My goodness, how are we all today? Speaking of which, I was about to have a lovely sip of. I think it's. Oh, if I remember, it's fennel, marshmallow root, and. Oh, the common one you usually get chamomile. It's a lovely one. Pardon me. It's still a bit hot. Yeah, yummy. Well, it would be yummy actually if I. Oh, ceramics class. Yeah, so you can just listen. You don't need to sit and pay close attention because I'll be reading it out for you. Also, good luck in ceramics class. I love your ceramics. They're so pretty. um, yeah. So, yep. I'm trying to think if there's anything else preamble before we just get right in there, because it is just one of those things where you just start reading. I'll post a link to. Hopefully, it's not going to start going onto my browser. Arisen. I'll post a link in the chat if you want to just read the description of the game. It's on Steam and it's on your phone, I guess. I don't have it on my phone because I've got it on Steam. Let's see. So many tabs open. Ugh. Motivate yourself to draw. You've got this. You got this. You're gonna draw, and you're gonna draw well. You're gonna be happy with it at the end of it. You got this. Oh, the perspective. I think so. Oh yeah, see, it says you were atop the roof of your house. It's not your own. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's in second person, I believe that is. So words. So it'll be in the perspective of you did this. You are going to do that. There you go. It's not a perspective I hate. Also, I believe it is safe for work as well. Although I think very later on they have hint towards spicy scenes, but that's very later on, I think. I'm trying to remember who I. Oh yeah, there's romance in this too. So, yay. I think you have several romance options, but I'll let you guys decide if you want to go forward with that or not. So, cracks knuckles, let's just get on with it, shall we? Chapter 1, Stars Arise. The first thing you remember is a night that went on forever. You were atop the roof of a house that was not your own, held tightly in the arms of someone who was not your mother. It had been some time since you had seen your mother, but you forgot to be frightened, staring into infinite darkness. You thought you could have stared for a awkward sense. I chose the correct format for streaming, didn't I? You thought you could have stared for the rest of your long, long life and never seen a pinprick of light. You don't know how long you watched before the crash. Someone screamed. The ground rumbled. The whole city shook. From the roof beneath your feet to the arms that were holding you even closer than before. And the sky above you exploded into stars. 22 years later. Here we go. Your mother told you the site where the first... Oh my god. I need my glasses on for this. Should have put them on before. Feel free to read ahead if you want. Your mother told you the site where the first of the remnant stars fell would be the best place to raise a ghost. Each of the remnant stars left behind some trace of their power where they first fell from their constellation above the mortal earth, a shadow wrought into the ground, an ever-burning flame, a wind-tossed lake, a crater where nothing living will sprout. Wanders through Wonders throughout the country, stretching back through history, and the oldest among them where the first remnant star fell, from the constellation you call the Faithful Servant. A garden where nothing has died in 500 years. You've been the servant's garden. Oh my god. You have been to the servant's garden twice before. The first time was when you were born there 25 years ago. When your mother called on the faithful servant to form you from star stuff. Technical term, the star stuff. The same way she'd sprung to life from the star itself 5 centuries past. Tonight, as you gaze down on the garden from... Sorry, there was a police siren. As you gaze down at the garden from a lonely mountain path, you find yourself remembering your second visit. A few years after your mother lost her throne, and the two of you fled from the city of Calestri. When she handed you a slither card from a remnant star for the first time, and you told... For the first time and told you to bring its magic to life. And here we have our first 4 options. I will read them out in a sec. I can make a poll, can't I? Because that'll make this way easier. Engage with audience. Here we go. Start a poll. Pick one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Choice 1. I'll name it first choice to not... Yeah, first choice, because it'll confuse me. First choice. Star poll. Okay. Yay! And I can end it whenever I want. Oh, I've never done a poll on this before. Oh. Right. So, option 1 is, I called the rain and would have stood on it for hours until the star exhausted its power, or I did my own. Option 2, I summoned a bolt of lightning and sent it toward a tree, determined that my magic would be stronger than the garden's own. Option 3, I drew lines of light in the sky to connect the points of the familiar constellations. And 4, I covered the garden in an impenetrable shadow, daring myself to navigate it without sight. So essentially you pick the basis of your powers here. The first one, I guess, is water, rain/water. Second one is lightning /storm. 3 is the power of light, or stars, I think. And 4 is shadow and being sneaky. So what one are we thinking? Oh. 1 or 3, interesting. Well, 5 votes. Okay. I'm gonna end it in 3, 2, 1. Boop. Right, number 1, 1. So we're going to master the power of rain. Well done. Your mother did not have hours to spare, her power waning even then. And you hadn't had your fill of rain when she plucked the star fragment from your hand. The rain stopped at once, though it took longer for the clouds to clear from the night sky. It's 1,000 times easier to begin a storm than to end it, she said in her threadbare voice. Remember that. It was the only time your mother ever stepped outside with you, the only time she allowed you to work your magic beneath the open sky. Hello? I don't know if you guys heard just random man shouting. Okay. Beneath the open sky. You spent the rest of your time holed up in the mountain cavern where your mother fled after she fell, practicing the spells you could manage there and learning the Remnant Star's lore. The faithful servant for the power over life, the torchbringer for power over death, the forsaken traveller for the sea and skies, the weary sovereign for light, the hooded watcher for darkness. Powers embodied by their constellations, all brought together within each star once it fell to earth. You've watched your mother fade as you've grown. The eternal life the stars provided her, leeching away as the rebels who dethroned her kept the stars hidden in distant Calestri. The slithers she'd scrounged before fleeing the city held only enough power for the most minor of spells. Nothing like the miracles she had commanded when she reigned over all of Isseron from the Sublime Tower, her seat in Calestri. And all the while she waited for the day you would be strong enough to return to Calestri in her name, recover her stolen throne, and take her vengeance on the rebels who stole the stars and threw her from the top of the Sublime Tower 22 years ago. And for that to happen, and so your mother tells you, you're going to have to bring Vivian Grimaldi back from the dead. Gasp. Okay, another poll. So I'm guessing you guys did hear it, the random man. Choice 2. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Start poll. Tonight you're descending towards the outskirts of, oh Christ, Arole? I'm gonna say Arole. The outskirts of Arole. Ugh. The town between your home and the servant's garden. The only mortal settlement your mother permits you to visit. You've ventured there often for supplies, and it's grown since you and your mother crept through it that night to visit the garden. The rebels' influence, your mother says with a tautness to her voice, they're determined to control the garden's magic, as they do the stars themselves. If you're to reach the garden and enact your ritual tonight, you have to be careful. Option 1 is, I'm always careful in Arole. It doesn't sound right, does it? Arole. Maybe it's my accent that makes it sound weird. Arole. Anyway, no one's meant to know my mother had a child, let alone that she's still alive. Option 2, I'm happy to visit Arole. No matter the consequence, no matter the circumstance, it gets dull in the mountains with no one but my mother to talk to. Free. Arole fascinates me. I wish I could stay longer, learn more how mortals live. And 4, Arole means nothing to me. Only Calestri and the stars matter. I see. Okay, gonna end it in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm gonna have to count down from 10 because I think there is a stream delay, sadly. Okay. End. And so it seems number 3 won. It's putting it in the order it won, not the order that the numbers come in, so fantastic. Number 3. Right. Arole fascinates me. I wish I could stay longer, learn more of how mortals live. Tonight, of course... Pardon me, I need to take a sip. Turns out reading a lot makes your throat hurt a little bit. Not hurt, but you know what I mean. It's still hot. Tonight, of course, would make for a macabre sort of study if you didn't have a different mission. Tonight is the night of the sorceress's fall, the sorceress of the skies, That's what mortals have called. That's what mortals have always called your mother, and even you know her by, no other name. Cool, right, got it. It's been exactly 22 years since the rebels who named your mother a tyrant cast her from the top of the sublime tower. The days of darkness she'd created to combat them ended, and the stars came back to the sky. They took her for dead, but the remnant stars kept her alive, as they had for 500 years. And she fled the city with you in tow, her 3-year-old child. Raised in secret to spare you from the rebels' fury, or so she's always told you. You remember none of it, apart from the comment. Hi, meow. Oh, 2 minutes, the kitty wants out. Hey, kitty. Oh, you don't want it now? No? Okay, he lied to me. He lied. Okay. You remember none of it, apart from the moment the stars burst back into view. You can't remember the rebels or their grievances, or your flight, or even the first few years of hiding with your mother in the mountains. What you know are the stories your mother has told you, that her people came to distrust her protection, that they coveted magic that would have destroyed them, that they meant to kill her, that they would have killed you too, had they known that you were another of the treasures the tower concealed, and you had to hide, lie in wait, and to cloak yourself in secrets whenever you were forced to step outside the walls of the home your mother built for you. Also, you could survive to take back your former home, the one you lost, and with it, the stars. Oh boy. 5 options. Let me quickly put that in chat. Yeah, there's a delay. How much of a delay do you think there is so I can not end the poll super early? Like, that's why I'm partially doing the poll before I read the page now. I think there's 6 options on the page, isn't there? Oh god, how many? It doesn't allow that many. No! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, just post in chat which one you want. There's 5 and it only allows 4 in the poll. So just put 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 of which one you want, and I'll count them up myself. Right. You can't avoid the thought of what is the You can't avoid the. You cannot. Words. You can't avoid the thought of what it is the people of Arol are celebrating as you descend upon the town tonight. Your mother's presumed death and the birth of the new world that. Wait. Your mother's presumed death and the birth of the new world that left you and her behind. 1. It's disgusting. How can these people celebrate the death of any creature, let alone my mother? 2. My mother's all but held me prisoner. I'm glad she's no longer queen, and I'd celebrate too if I could. Okay. 3. I just wish I understood what my mother did to make people remember her this way. 4. If I had the time to spare, I'd teach Arol the lesson it deserves for disrespecting my mother like this. 5. Wait, yeah, 5. These mortals can do whatever they like for now. It won't matter once my mother and I regain our crown. Okay. 20 seconds? Oh boy. Okay. Free. Any more free? Free. Okay, I think everyone likes number 3. Anybody else? 20 seconds. I don't know why there's such a delay. I had the problem last time, but all the numbers work out. Stream, well, you guys decide while I look at the stream. Stream settings. All seems well. Yeah, it says everything's fine, and I don't have the delay put on, so I guess oh well. So number 3 it seemed to be. I just wish I understood what my mother did to make people remember her this way. The Sorceress's Fall celebration is the reason you're here tonight. Oh, I better put the poll in now. Da, 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 da. I like the poll better. The poll is fun. Poll. If you can't tell, I really, really love them. I used to do them all the time on the channel. There are 4 options there. Go crazy, kids. The Sorceress's Fall celebration is the reason you're here tonight. But you're not likely to learn much from it. While the people of Arol are gathered in the town square to remember the past, their guard on the servants' garden will be lessened. And that means you'll be able to creep in and raise your ghost. That was the plan anyway. That was why you left home so late in the evening. That, and so the stars would be shining brightly above you, of course. You thought everyone in Arol would be gathered for their festival already, but as you approach the outskirts of the town, the worn dirt mountain road giving way to new paved bricks, someone calls your name. 1. I keep walking. 2. I quicken my pace. 3. I return the greeting. 4. I return with a threatening glare. I'm surprised how normal you guys are picking all the options. It's almost like you want the good ending. Ah, I see. There's always a delay. Of course there is. Yeah. I was honestly half expecting you guys to pick, like, turn with a threatening glare. We're gonna murder... Where's the option to murder the town? Okay, I'm gonna end the poll now. Pacifists. Okay. Alright, I'm ending it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, it was option number 3 that won, right? Please remind me, stream. I think, it was the Goody Two Shoes one, wasn't it? Yeah, I selected it, yeah. I return the greeting. Oh boy. Alright, are we a young lady, a young man, or are we non-binary? Essentially is the next choice. At once, you lock eyes with one of the few people in Arol you know by name. And something or other, give me a sec. Might as well make that poll. No, it's like syllable. No, I'm not displeased. I'm just quite surprised. Sometimes you just want to be a chaos goblin, you know? The pronoun game. And option number 3. Non-binary. There we go. Start poll. I was gonna type in gals, pals, and bals, and then I'm like, what? That doesn't make sense. I'm like, what are we? What, bal spawn? What are you talking about? Anyway, at once, wait. Yes. Okay, that is the player character. Yes, that's it. I'm like, wait, is this the person we're locking eyes with, or is it us? No, I think it's our protagonist. So, yep. At once you lock eyes with one of the few people in Arol you know by name. The only visits into town you're permitted are to purchase the necessary supplies to maintain your hidden existence. And this man, Gregor, what a powerful name, Gregor, is the weaver who sells you warm clothes to keep away the mountain chill. Like everyone else in a role. It's such a silly name, sorry. Like everyone else in a role is pretty, but it's silly. Who's aware of your existence, he knows you only as 1. The daughter of a sickly eccentric from the mountains, 2. The son of a sickly eccentric from the mountains, and 3. The child of a sickly eccentric from the mountains. Who are we? Female. Of course. Okay, I don't think the amount of votes could beat that. Everyone voted female. Cool. We are the daughter of a sickly eccentric woman from the mountains. Are we playing Morrigan? I feel like well, I guess okay. Okay. Well, okay. I'm gonna assume we're picking these pronouns too. Oh boy. If you like any of the current names on screen, we can also pick our own unique name. If you want to pick a name, just put it in chat. Gregor has always been inclined toward chatter, certainly more than your mother would prefer you to indulge in, regardless of your own feelings on the matter. His eyes brighten as you greet him, and he quickens his pace to walk beside you. I thought that was you, he remarks. What are you doing in town this late? Name? What names have we got? You can type in your own name, yes. Please don't pick Morgan. It would be so stupid if we picked Morgan. Please don't do it. Also, you can put, yeah, custom name, Morgan. Oh no. Yep, any names on screen, or Morgan, or... Okay. Come on, guys! Names! Arisen. For some reason I think Sora is a boy's name? Is that from Kingdom Hearts? Or is that Final Fantasy? Okay, I'm gonna do a poll then. Okay. Name. Open your list of names. Okay, give me names because I'm gonna put them in the polls. I'm allowed 4. Sora. Morrigan. Let's go. We're gonna be stuck with this name the entire game. It is what our future lover is going to call us. It is what our mother is going to call us. No pressure. Let's go. Nova. I like Nova. Nova sounds nice. Sora, Nova. Micah. Okay, we have 4 names. Ellie. Oh, no. So many names. Pick one. What? Okay, I've got Sora, Morrigan, and Nova. You're allowed 1 more. Pick one. Oh my god. Lisa. So many names. I like Elia. It reminds me, I think it's a character in Game of Thrones. Or is it Ellie and I'm dumb. Okay, there we go. Poll time. No, please. I'm drowning in names right now. Oh no. Whoever picked Morrigan, fuck you. Oh my god. 2 votes. Okay. Okay, oh my god. I can see it happening in real time. Okay. Okay, 5 votes. Wait, how many people are actually around? Streaming analytic. There are currently apparently 7 people. Okay. Grins. Okay. Oh, for fuck's sake. 40. Come on. That means I'm the tiebreaker if someone else doesn't magically turn up and vote. It's gonna be. I'm not calling her Morrigan. It would be. If we play her as. Okay. Oh, I see. You know, I really like that actually. I make them up on the spot. The only character I made, usually it's Dragon Age related. The only character I've ever planned in advance was Mara, my rook, because I just really like the Elder Scrolls, and Mara is the goddess of love. That's it. Flip a coin. Oh, wait, someone voted. No! I'm kidding. Okay, it's Morrigan. That means we're playing this now as Morrigan. I'm joking. I'm kidding. Okay, we're gonna go Morrigan. I was really looking forward to Elia. Okay. That's it. We're going Morrigan. There we go. Of course it's more. He calls you by another name. Morrigan. Oh my god, how much will it let... Oh. Oh, it lets me keep going. Please, no. Okay. Okay, let's not do that. Morrigan, here we go, let's go. Your name is Morrigan, is that right? Apparently. That is how you spell Morrigan's name, right? I think yeah. Gregor chatters on without waiting for a response. Over the years you've known him, any tendency he has towards asking inconvenient questions has always been balanced out by his lack of interest in waiting for the answers. Would you believe I lost track of time tonight of all nights? But of course I hate to miss a party. I don't suppose you're here for business. You won't find many shops open tonight. Or... Wait, he's an old man, isn't he? Oh, can I want to put on the voice? I assume he's some old man. Oh, what's an old man voice? You won't find it. Many shops open tonight, young whippersnapper. Or has something happened? That poor mother of yours. Or wait, after all these years, are you finally joining us? I don't know what accent this is. Joining us for the sorceress's fall? He pauses expectantly, and you realize he's chosen this moment to make space for you in the conversation. You promised you'd go straight to the garden, and it's always risky to let too many people see you. Or so your mother. This is a theme. Or so your mother would have you believe. Gasp. But, oh, choices. Okay, another, because there's 4 here. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and it'll probably pop up to use when I actually read it, because stream delay. Right. Would have you believe. And now that Gregor has noticed you, perhaps it would be more suspicious to walk away. And this might be your one chance to see how people live without your mother's influence, before you raise Vivian Grimaldi, and your quest for your mother's vengeance truly begins. 1. I ignore Gregor and run for the garden. I don't have time for this. 2. I'm not going to the celebration, but to be safe, I should invent an excuse that'll keep Gregor happy. 3. Yes, I'll go with Gregor. It's worth the risk to see what the mortals are up to in the outside world. 4. Yes, I should go. I like talking to Gregor, and I'd hate to disappoint him. What do the pacifists say? Of course. Who could have guessed? 6 votes. I don't... Well, it's that or a tie, I think. So, yep, number 3. Number 3. Yes, I'll go with Gregor. It's worth the risk to see what the mortals are up to in the outside world. That is a strange sentence. Yes, oh, what's her voice? Oh no. It's Morrigan. I can't do that voice. No. Probably she's lovely, so yes, in fact, I am. You say. That is, if an extra guest is all right. Gregor beams and ushers you onward toward the centre of town. This is what you've always longed for, a chance to see the world through eyes other than your mother's. Ahem. The streets Gregor leads you down are all but empty, but only the ones on the very outskirts of a roll are dark. Good boy. The closer you get to the centre of town, the more lanterns you see alongside the sides of the streets. Some hanging on posts near your eye level, and some suspended far higher, from the roofs of buildings and from poles that extend into the sky. They're stars, you realise, for the night the stars came back when your mother fell from the tower, and her spell of eternal darkness came to an end. By the time you reach the festival in the town square, it's almost bright enough to be day. Choices, better write them up. Okay, start poll. Yes. 1, 2, adoption 3, adoption 4. There we go. And then we'll read it out. The square is decorated with even more lanterns than the rest of a roll. Did I read this? No, I didn't. Dangling there above you from a web of intertwining ropes, the whole of the town, or near to it, seems to be gathered here, clustering in cheerful groups and pointing out patterns in the lights in the sky. You can smell food and drink, richer than anything you've ever brought back home up the mountain. There's what looks like a makeshift stage set up on the far side of the square, and you can just barely discern several figures pacing across it, past a tower constructed along the back. You can't hear what they're saying over the noise. It's the most people you've ever seen in one place. For the first few moments, it's hard to focus on what anyone is saying, least of all Gregor, who you're dimly aware has been chattering on at you for quite some time. Fortunately, he seems to be in one of his phases where he's not expecting any answers. Pardon me? It's enough to give you a moment to breathe. Yeah? Well? I'll finish this sentence and then I'll... Panic. A moment to breathe, to get your bearings, and to figure out what you need to do now that you're here. 1, slip away from Gregor and get to the garden as fast as you can. This was a mistake. 2, endure this for just a bit more, long enough that Gregor won't be suspicious. 3, talk to people, of course. Learning more about this town was the point of coming. 4, go teach these people putting on that show, mocking my mother, the lesson. What? Go teach those people putting on that show mocking my mother the lesson they deserve. Okay. Decide time. I need to let the cat out. Yeah? Meow. Yes. Go on, my son. love him so much, I would kill for him. Number 3. I see. Oh, 100% number 3. Very good, very good. Okay. Number 3. Talk to people, of course. Learning more about this town was the point of coming. Yes, that's what you'll do. Just a moment longer to take in all this noise. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't know who... Staring down the series... I said excuse me. You only become aware that there's a hand on your arm when you look up and find yourself staring directly into a pair of serious brown-black eyes. Yes, that's right, you. The figure tugs on your arm, pulling away from Gregor and the crowd. Pulling you away from Gregor and the crowd. Tell me something. Are you aware of anyone here in a role who might be hiding pieces of remnant stars? This is gonna be... terrific. Yeah. Yes, thank you. Hydrate. There we go. I don't think I've made these choices before, so... Oh crap. I forgot there's choices. But, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't know if this is consequential, but There. This feels an important choice, titled appropriately. Free. It's always free. I have a feeling free is all of the diplomatic options. It's kind of like in Dragon Age, where you can typically tell where the placement of the good and bad options are. Well, quote unquote. Tea time. 1. Oh, what's 1 again? What? I'll close that because that's just annoying me. Too many tabs open. Oh, interesting. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna get out my fancy dice. No, I've got a coin. I've got a fancy coin. Okay. It's a 50-50, so I'm gonna do it. I wanna make the tiebreaker. Okay. Don't hit the mic. 1 is heads, 3 is tails. I think that's tails. It is. Alright, number 3. Number 3, my lord. The remnant star's here? Who told you that? Oh. Enter doesn't work. I need to... There. Go over there. Oh my goodness. Right. Oh boy. Oh boy. We'll get to this one. There's 5 options, so we'll get to that when we get to it, the page is extra long. Your interrogator drops your arm, looking unimpressed. They're overdressed for the weather in a dark... Wait. Pardon me? They're overdressed for the weather in a thick, dark coat and trousers. Their black hair bound in a long braid... Pardon me? And thrown over one shoulder. They're also, you realise after a moment of bewildered staring, quite a bit younger than you initially assumed. Several years younger than you. Oh damn. Probably not yet 20. Okay. But they have such a very strong voice already. Before they can get out another question, a hand reaches out and grabs them by the shoulder, and they stiffen. Oh, it's... Prudence! Well, let's go for Scottish accent. I know my... Prudence! What are you doing exactly? The new speaker steps up, pulling the figure with the braid back as he does. The family resemblance between them is immediately obvious. though the accents give nothing away. The man is close to a decade older, but with the same dark eyes and golden brown complexion. His short black hair swept back. He's neatly put together with a light leather notebook tucked into his belt and a small graphite pencil he twirls absently in one hand. Prudence scowls at the newcomer, forgetting you almost at once. Investigating, they say tersely. Oh wait, did I give them an accent too? I'm investigating, they say tersely. No, I'll just investigating. I'll go with that. They're very serious about their job, despite their age. They say tersely, folding their arms across their chest. Wait. Oh. Investigating a role sorceress's fall traditions? Because it sounded to me more like you were ambushing strangers with half-formed theories about remnant stars. His tone is mild, eyebrows just slightly lifted. The remnants... Wait. The reminders... Got them from somewhere, Prudence declares, before stalking away. There's no evidence that the reminders... Ugh. Watching Prudence disappear into the crowd, he sighs, before turning back to you and holding out his hand. Very Scottish name. Harper Yara, he says, introducing himself. Apologies for the disturbance. My sibling can be overzealous. Option 1 is, I don't take his hand, and you've made no effort at all to control them. 2, I take his hand. It's no trouble. Don't worry about it. I stare after Prudence. The reminders, who are they? Perhaps most people would know already, but I'll risk the question. 4, I take his hand eagerly. I'm Morrigan! It's very nice to meet you. I take his hand but nod without speaking. I'm wary of conversations where I might sound suspicious. Which one we picking? I can't pick. I can't put it in a poll, sadly. I can't wait to listen to this back and hear the stupid accents I give these people. I'm just hoping if the story goes on and more characters come in, I won't forget them. Oh, 3 and 1. Okay. 1. Oh, 5. Oh, across the board. Oh. 1 seems to be winning. Any more votes? Wait, 1 is a very... I mean, it's not a not pacifist option, but it's certainly a bit harsher than the rest. 5. Oh! Ooh. 1 and 5 tiebreak. Oh. Okay. I'm gonna flip a coin. Heads is 1. 5 is tails. Oh, it's tails again. It's number 5. Yeah, I counted them right. Right, it's number 5. I take his hand, but nod without speaking. I'm wary of conversations where I might sound suspicious. Harper's Scottish, right? Look, I'm sorry if they've caused offence. Harper says, examining your deliberately blank expression. You don't need to worry about anything they said. The reminders aren't hiding anything in a role. Whatever connection they claim with... Wait, Whatever connection they claim with the remnant stars, what they most like to do is make noise. Almost as much as Prudence likes to make conspiracies. Your mother never... Oh, is there 4 options? Okay, there's 4 options. I can make a safe poll. I see. Quick update for you then. There's, so, text adventure, choose your own adventure. Your mother was kicked off her godly throne. We're doubting her a little bit, apparently. And we're going to go resurrect some dead dude to execute some plan to go reclaim the throne. That's the gist. Poll. Yes, poll. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. For the next question, right. You can probably just see it on screen, hopefully. Your mother never mentioned any group called the Reminders. Ow. And you have no idea what tie they could have to the remnant stars, which the rebels are supposed to be keeping sealed away. Harper doesn't seem inclined to discuss the subject further, and you'd rather not draw more attention to the things you don't know. But you can't help wondering how much Calestri has changed since your mother ruled it. It's also right. And you don't need to worry about Prudence bothering you again either. Harper continues, either oblivious to your reverie or ignoring it. I'll talk to them when they've done sulking. It's as I said. We're all here to write about the sorceress's fall celebration in The Comet. The blank look your face must be obvious to him now, because this time he pauses and stares. The Calestri Comet? The newspaper? I thought some of the broadsheets had made it out here, at least. That is, I hope they have. We're trying to broaden our coverage beyond Calestri. You have no idea what Harper is talking about, and you're beginning to wonder if infiltrating Calestri to regain the stars will pose more of a problem than you thought. 1. Oh, the comet! Yes, of course! 2. I don't know what you're talking about. 3. You should ask someone else about the celebrations. I'm not exactly from around here. 4. I just keep staring at him until he goes away. Perfect. 4. Yes! I was hoping you guys would pick that. No, please. Just stare at him. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is why I wanted to play it. Sometimes it's just unexpected joy. Oh boy. Lots of ties. Okay. Yeah, it's a theme. That's what we're gonna name this first stream. It's gonna be ties, always ties. Okay, I'll do the tiebreaker then. Yes, it's 3 and 4. So 3 is heads, and 4 is tails. If it's tails again, I'm gonna lose my mind. It is heads, so we're picking number. Oh, but I really, you know what? No, I'm deciding it's 4. Executive decision. You stare at him until he goes away. Harper has no evident intention of leaving, or of breaking the rather uncomfortable eye contact. Eventually he says, well, the mayor's promised me an interview. But even then, he doesn't leave. Prudence was being ridiculous, of course. He said, wait, Prudence was being ridiculous, of course, he says, slower than before. But you don't know anything about the remnant stars, do you? Anything unusual, that is. People talk about Calestri's secrets, but it's hardly... Oh crap, there's another... But it's hardly the only place that this has them. I always wonder what the rest of the world knows what we miss out on. And I'll do another poll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I wish it gave me that many options. Options there. His smile is self-effacing. I think that's how you pronounce that word. I've never said it in my life. His smile is self-effacing, as though the question is absurd, but he's also waiting quite patiently, his gaze not flinching from yours, for an answer. One that your mother would kill you if you gave. 1. Only the things everyone knows. 2. I'm sure you hear more in Calestri than we do out here. 3. No. 4. Yes, I know more about the remnant stars than you ever will. I do like that it gives us a range of options. Like we can be so nice, or we can just be so callous. Yeah, some words you come across and you've not got a clue. Because it's not exactly words you would use in common day sentences. It looks like number 2 is very favoured. Let's see, what was number 2 again? I'm sure you hear more like, yeah. Yeah, Harper's not gonna let us go. Ever. Okay, clear that number 2 is winning, so we'll go for number 2. I'm sure you hear more in Calestri than we do out here. Oh, I nearly knocked over my tea. It's okay. Are you? Well, I wish I was. Wait, what? Oh crap, I need to set my tea off to the side. I'm gonna keep knocking it over. Are you? Well, I wish I was. He exhales. Abruptly, his head jerks to the side. Oh, Prudence wasn't sulking. They found the mayor. I probably ought to intervene, but perhaps I'll see you after the speech. It was very nice meeting you. You don't know what speech he means, which is becoming something of a theme for your conversation, but he's gone into the crowd before you can think of asking. Gregor has wandered off as well, so it's as good a time as any to make your way to the garden. The servants' garden is outside the town limits, on the far side from the mountains. You might have avoided the town entirely, but Arol's roads are much simpler to traverse. The garden's influence makes the land here rather overgrown. Even in the darkness, you can trace the shapes ahead of you. Thick trunk trees that tower over Arol's largest buildings, vines twining from their branches to the ground. Flowers blooming in colours that would dazzle you in the light of day. Without your mother to keep its power in check, all the garden does is grow. There's just one guard, stationed near the town. Avoiding her is as simple as skirting around the edges of the outgrowths. She's leaning against something solid, and you're halfway around the garden before you realise someone has contrived to surround it with an enormous iron fence, determined as they are to quash all signs of magic. So, no doubt this is the work of the Astral Assembly, the piecemeal government Calestri erected when they ousted your mother from power, Whatever they intended with the fence, it's ineffectual. The iron will give way before the oh my god. The iron will give way before the servant-blessed plants will. They've nearly burst past it already. Before long, you've made your way around the back of the side. Wait. Sentences. Language. You've made your way You've made your way around to the back side of the fence, well out of the view of the guard. It's time to get inside. Okay. There are 3 options, and you can... Okay. It's... I feel like I should know how to... Who knows? I'm gonna go back to school and learn how to speak. I was going to say the Queen's English, but it's the King's English now, innit? That's just depressing. There we go. There. Wait. Whoops. I think I skipped a sentence. I did. Wait, you can see that, can't you? Yes, you can. Excellent. I've not, like, cropped it out or something. Right. The fence itself is no real barrier, though it's tall enough that you'll need the help of the remnant stars to bypass it. But that hardly limits your options. The stars are all about possibilities. The remnant stars are things of great strength, too powerful for humans to bear. Mortals would burn themselves out with celestial fire if they dare to touch one for more than an instant. It was to keep the humans safe from temptation that your mother kept the stars at the top of the sublime tower. But you and your mother were born from the stars, and your bond with them keeps you safe from harm. Not only from the stars themselves, but from the ravages of time. You'll live as long as your mother has and longer, though your immortality is not yet absolute. You've been cautioned time and time again that you're still subject to mortal winds. You won't be able to live beyond them like your mother has until you've perfected your magic and recovered the stars. And until then, your mother has entrusted you with 3 of the fragments that she scrounged from... Your mother has entrusted you with 3 of the fragments she scrounged from Calestri, 3 slithers of the impossible power she once held. While the whole of that power will be beyond you until you recover the stars themselves, even those bits of stardust grant you beyond mortal strength. Wind and water, light and shadow, life and death, all yours to control. You can channel their strength to help you in almost anything you do, so long as you focus all your skills and faith behind them. There's no real technique to the magic, only your mental connection to the stars. The slithers you hold are needle thin, silver white, with a warmth that persists even in the depths of your mother's caverns. Ah, yeah, right, because they're in caves or something, right? I was very confused. Like, what do you mean? They've not mentioned caverns yet, have they? I don't know. It's easiest to use them when you feel that warmth against your skin. Option 1. I keep them on a long chain around my neck. Easy to tuck beneath my clothing should they attract attention in town. 2. I let them dangle freely from the bracelet on my wrist. No one would know what they are anyway. 3. I keep them in a hidden pocket inside my jacket. They're mine, and I don't want anyone else seeing them at all. These are the remaining star fragments that are all that are left of your mother's power. Gasp. I need a long sip. And that's why I chose the herbal tea. Fantastic. You know, I should have added honey into this. That would have made it so nice. It seems number 1 has won. Cool. Number 1. I keep them on a long chain around my neck, easy to tuck beneath my clothes, should they attract attention in town. You reach for your necklace and contemplate the iron bars in front of you. How are you going to get past them? Oh boy. Ah. Goodbye. Yep. Have a good rest of your day, night, whenever. Yes. I've been going for just over an hour, so I'm gonna stop at 9 o'clock for me. I think maybe 10. I'll see how my voice feels in 45 minutes ish. Right. 1, 2, and 3. Right. Option 1. I'll blast through them with fire. I should be gone before anyone asks questions. But I'll talk my way out of it if not. 2. If I'm very precise, I can wear away the bars with concentrated streams of wind and water. 3. With some nimble navigation, I can fly over the bars and through the plants. Pardon me. Ooh. Yeah, I think we should at least get through chapter 1 today. I think that's what we're going to aim for. Oh, number 2, it seems, is winning. No, I'll keep that out. Any more votes? What was number 2? Very precise. Well, I guess we did pick war, didn't we? Okay, I'm gonna go for number 2. If I'm very precise, I can wear away the bars with concentrated streams of wind and water. Really, this kind of thing ought to take centuries, but the remnant stars have a way of speeding things up, with one hand still resting against the star slithers. Star slithers. Oh, that's a weird word to pronounce. You shape a spear of water in the air, with enough speed and pressure to cut through the bars before you like an axe through a sapling. You widen the gap with fierce winds until you can step through the vines and branches before you bend back to the force of the wind. But they don't break, not in the servant's garden. It's far darker inside the garden than outside it, the leaves and branches blocking out the sky. You have to fight your way through the choking green, but you know where you're going. Your mother's magic was the only thing that could ever keep this garden tended, and she's left a perfectly groomed circle in the centre, invisible from the outside. There the grass and the vines are neatly trimmed, and the trees make a halo to open the sky. That's where your mother sent you to bring back the man who tried to take the stars from her. Ga-da-da. Oh boy. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 options. I'm not going to put that in a poll. Vivian Grimaldi was the beginning of your mother's end. The Sublime Tower was a maze of traps and spells, impassable to anyone without your mother's magic, in case mortals were tempted to lose their lives for the glory of holding the remnant stars. For 400 years, her defences worked, and the stars and the people were safe. And then a mortal thief with delusions of grandeur found his way past them all. Vivian Grimaldi had just managed to lay a hand on one of the remnant stars when your mother caught him atop the tower and struck him with a lightning bolt that cast him over the edge. The star would have destroyed him in an instant regardless, she says, and besides, she had the right to defend her property. But it was the first time she'd ever used the remnant star's power to kill one of her own people. Throughout all the years before this, they'd fought her a healer and a defender, They turned on her, and while the rebellion that overthrew her took a century to form, they never trusted her again. It never would have happened without Vivian, and yet your mother's sent you here to bring him back. Whatever happened afterward, Vivian was the only mortal ever to ascend the Sublime Tower and survive. Survive the ascension part, that is. The tower was your mother's home once, but she's been apart from it for decades. She doesn't know what defences the rebels have added, or what might have happened to her own, given her distance from Calestri and how her powers have leached away. Besides, she can't go with you to navigate it, so she's told you that Vivian is your only hope. Option number 1. I believe her. She knows better than I do. 2. I believe her. She's my mother and I trust her. 3. I believe her. But I intend to make this spirit suffer for what he did to her. 4. I don't believe her and I'm going to gain more power over the remnant stars. 5. I don't know if I believe her and that's why I'm doing this. I want to hear Vivian Grimaldi's story. What do we pick? 1, 2, 3, or 5? Wait, 1 or 4? 4. I see. 4, 5, 5. I see. I do like 5. I'm showing much favour to 5 because it makes a lot more sense than the other ones. Or does it? Because of course, like, you've never, like, Morrigan has never heard another perspective. So maybe she does just blindly believe her mother. Ooh. Okay, let's go with number 5. Wait, was it number... Yeah, 5 seems to be winning. So let's go for 5. I don't know if I believe her, and that's why I'm doing this. I want to hear Vivian Grimaldi's story. Another 5 options. Ugh, of course there is. We'll get there when we get there. You emerge from the jungle that is the garden to find the clearing just as your mother described it. The moon and the stars are high above you, and your mother flies to your star in your hand, your mother. The moon and the stars are high above you, and your hand flies to the star slithers again. You don't need to be able to see the stars above to use the ones you carry, but it never hurts. For this to work, there's one more thing you're going to need. Slowly, you reach into the pack at your side and pull out the weight you've been carrying since you left home. It's a rock, the edges jagged, about the size of your 2 clenched fists. It has the same slight warmth as the slithers hanging from your neck, the same silver-white sheen. It's the largest piece of a remnant star your mother was able to take with her when she fled Calestri, the largest one you've ever seen. Small magic, like your entrance to the garden, is a simple thing. Any bit of dust from the remnant star could have gotten you past that fence. And it would have stayed with you afterward, just as your fragments have now. Big magic, world-changing magic, turning night to day or raising the dead, is different. I need a sip. The true remnant stars, the enormous boulders sitting atop the sublime tower, could change the world 1,000 times and never alter themselves, but the parts are less than the whole. Very small pieces, like the slithers on your necklace, can't manage it at all. There we go. And larger chunks, like the one you're holding now, can perform that kind of magic once, and then vanish forever. Should you ever spend all your slithers that way, your power to perform magic will go with them. I wonder if that's foreshadowing anything. No. Who knows? It won't even be a true resurrection, not with a piece of this size. You'll be bringing back a spectre, not a living man. That's the leverage you're to offer Vivian Grimaldi to win the assistance of your mother's foe, a full resurrection to the mortal body he once had. Once you've recovered the remnant stars and regained that power, and to get him halfway there, you're going to burn this fallen star away. Option 1. Such a waste, I could do so much more with this. 2. This criminal had better appreciate what this will cost me. 3. I didn't want to do it at all, but my mother would kill me for defying her. 4. I'm sure my mother knows what she's doing, and so will Vivian, for that matter. 5. I think it's worth it. I want to give this man another chance at life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Break, so I can count properly. Not break. There. So I can count votes properly. Get them mixed up with the previous ones. Oh, oh my goodness. I see. 4. What was number 4 again? 4. I'm sure my mother knows what she's doing, and so will Vivian, for that matter. Okay. Yep, 4 seems to be winning. Right. There's no time to contemplate this any further. Magic like this might take hours. Oh, magic like this might take hours. You've never had the chance to try it to You've never had the chance to try it to find out. You've spent most of the day going over your plan. As is usually the case with the remnant stars, there are countless choices. You don't have Vivian Grimaldi's body, of course. Nor do you even know what he looked like. But your mother said that you wouldn't... Wait. But your mother said that wouldn't be a problem. The stars are bound to your thoughts and they'll know what you mean to do. You chose your strategy weeks ago. Oh, there's 4 options. I can make a poll. Woo! Woo! 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. You chose your strategy weeks ago after hours of practice under your mother's intense supervision. You know what will assure your success, what has always compelled the stars to answer your call. 1. My mother told me I could split the ground beneath me and pull his spirit out of the earth. 2. I'll delicately draw sigils in the shape of the faithful servant's constellation to access its power over life. 3. I'll call out to this spirit directly, with no artifice, using the stars to carry my words beyond death's walls. 4. I'll meditate on the stars in silence, channeling their power through my mind alone. Oh, goodness. Oh boy. Oh. I see. Alright. Another tie. Okay. It's cool, I've got my coin ready. 2 is heads, 4 is tails. It is heads. So number 2. I'll delicately draw sigils in the shape of the faithful servant's constellation to access its power over life. Oh boy, that's a lot of reading. Oh. And 5 options. Fan-tabby-dozy. Oh. I'm gonna take one sip. And breathe. Resting one hand on the larger star fragment, you draw the sigils straight into the air, forming them out of light. You don't need to draw sigils of the constellations to access the star's power, but it's a way to make them more tangible, to shape cosmic power into something you can more easily understand. You've only done it a few times before. It's not generally necessary for the simple magic you're used to, and this time something feels different. You're drawing with one of your star slithers, plucked from your throat, and as you form the outline of the servant's cloak again and again, the slither grows hot in your hand, as does the stone before you. For a moment you consider dropping it, something that's never crossed your mind when wielding the stars before. But you don't think you could if you wanted to. You keep drawing, though you're no longer certain if you're really the one moving your hand. Then the fire between your fingertips cools, and you find yourself kneeling on the ground, gasping. Your hand suddenly still, and the larger stones nowhere in sight. They are still faint, glowing traces of your drawings in the air around you. You stare a moment, and then something compels you to look up. Lightning flashes in the cloudless sky, and then a figure falls through the air above you, silhouetted against the moon. Head still spinning, you can't make out any details, just a shape tumbling in your direction. It doesn't seem entirely human. Something in the way it falls almost looks like a liquid spill. You're lost in the same timelessness as you felt during the spell itself until, very suddenly, the man you've summoned from the grave is before you. You're still crouched in the ground, and Vivian Grimaldi hovers just above you. His spectral form is ever shifting. One moment looking nearly solid, nearly alive, and the next fading to translucence. With the silver-white glow making up words now. Silver-white glow you associate with the remnant stars. Even in his more present moments, there's little colour to him. He's wearing the clothes you assume he wore in his last moments. Plain and dark, ragged and burned in places, your mother's handiwork, you presume. His long hair falls loosely past his shoulders, hanging in the air around you, black but for a white streak near his forehead. Branching down from that shock of white is a feathered scar, spreading across his pale face and down past his neck. In his substantial phases, the scar is nearly invisible, and when he fades to a ghostly blur, it glows an even brighter white than the rest of him. His eyes are slate grey and utterly blank. For a moment anyway, until he takes a panicked breath, those eyes fill with terror. Oh boy, what's the voice? I want to give him a proper Londoner accent, but I don't think I can pull that off without hurting my voice. I'll just do the usual one. It'll probably work itself out eventually. His personality will show me what his voice sounds like. What is this? What is this? Vivian Grimaldi asks. Though his frantic gasps continue, his chest neither rises nor falls. Who are you? Option time. Option 1. Well, that's a fine way of saying thank you. 2. Please don't be frightened. I'm here to help. You're going to be all right. Option 3. Morrigan, daughter of the sorceress of the skies. You work for me now. 4. Just to be sure, this is Vivian Grimaldi I'm talking to, right? 5. Doesn't matter. Work to do. Let's go. Yes, hydrate. Very important. I'm glad we didn't choose music. I'd be stressed out if I heard any music right now. 4, 4, 2, 4. Okay. Goodness. I think 4's winning. Okay, wait. Yeah. Just to be sure, this is Vivian Grimaldi I'm talking to, right? Who are you? Vivian asks again, voice fading to a hissing whisper. How do you know my name? His body wavers in the air, passing again into a ghostlier glow. At the same moment, his confusion turns to fury, and his hand streaks out towards your arm. How do you know my name? He grabs your wrist and the world goes white. Uh-oh. Oh, 4 options! Yay! I love my poll. Hee hee. There, that's what the poll's gonna be titled, just hee hee. This entire story is hee hee hee. There. Right, back to... Oh cool, I can just show... Yep. You're familiar with lightning and its effects. It's the kind of battle magic your mother worked most often. And that she taught to you. Pardon me. You've sent bolts streaking from your own fingers often enough to recognise that Vivian is doing what Vivian is doing before he does it. And to know, oh boy, and to know that he's not about to shock you enough to do any real damage. It's still a jolt though, as it always is, and you blink your eyes open to discover that you're lying in the mud again. You're not sure if the star's resurrection alone has granted Vivian this power over lightning, or if it's related to the manner of his death. But either way, you wish your mother had warned you. Vivian is still floating in the air above you. He looks a little calmer now. A very little. But he's staring at his hands as though he's never seen them before. Perhaps that has something to do with the flashes of white heat still dancing between them. It wasn't touching the remnant stars that time. Wait. It wasn't the remnant stars that did this to me. It wasn't touching the remnant stars that did this to me, he says, his voice low and shaking. It was her. I saw her. Tell me where she is and where I am and who you are, or I'll kill you. I'll kill you the way she did me. He takes another motionless gasp. Maybe I'll kill you anyway. I love Vivian. He's great. He couldn't really kill you, you think, but he might be able to do some serious harm, the kind you'd need to burn away one of your remnant star slithers to heal if you're going to keep moving tonight. You doubt your mother would be inclined to give you another one if you tell her you let a ghost outmaneuver you, and if nothing else, if you're ever going to get him to help you, you're going to have to calm him down. Slowly, you force yourself to sit up. 1. I'll talk him carefully through the answers to his questions. 2. I'll show him I'm stronger than he is, so he knows not to threaten me. 3. He seems bewildered by his new powers. I'll teach him some magical technique. 4. Trying anything while he's in this state seems too risky. I'll wait him out until he relaxes. Yeah, Vivian's a great guy. I'm gonna spoil one thing. He is a romance option. He is gonna be your constant companion for this entire story. Just about. He's great. Oh, is it a tie? No, it's not. There's 50. Okay. Number 3. What's number 3? I see. Builders to... Yeah. You do that thing where you put your hands together, but they're like your palms are like backwards, and you stick your middle finger through the little gap between them, and you just wiggle your middle fingers, and it looks like a magic trick. I don't know how to describe that. Anyway, yeah, okay, number 3-1. You just show him that, just some dumb little hand trick. He seems bewildered by his new powers. I'll teach him some magical technique. Not in this state, you won't, you say with a casual air. Vivian's eyes narrow, but he doesn't immediately strike out. What are you talking about? Magic is about your mental bond with the power you're wielding, your concentration, you explain. You're not going to be able to call upon any spell strong enough to kill me in this state. I doubt you could kill a fly. You think this is funny? Vivian mutters, but he sounds more petulant than angry now. The white glow is fading from his spectre. I can show you what you need to do if I explain a few things first, you say. Will you let me do that? Just going to keep annoying me if you don't, Vivian says, rolling his eyes. With his arms crossed in irritation, he looks almost human, drifting carefully down toward the ground. 5 options, oh boy. Now that his initial panic has subsided, Vivian is content to let you talk for some time, though, considering the haunted look in his eyes, content may not exactly be right. He doesn't ask a single question as you lay out the events of the century since he died, the rebellion, your position, and your mother's plan. Pardon me? He's still silent when you finish, and for a moment you wonder if he's heard a word you said. Then, dragging his fingers back and forth and watching it pass smoothly through the grass, Vivian says, Fine. All right. So why should I help you? Maybe he really didn't hear you. I just told you. Once we get the remnant stars back, we'll bring you properly back to life. We're offering you a second chance. Vivian gives a hollow laugh. Ha ha ha. Right. All I have to do is trust the woman who killed me. More than that, trust the sorceress. Suppose I do help you steal her throne back. Why should I believe she'll do what you say she will? Option 1. She's my mother. I trust her, and I know you can too. 2. You don't have to trust her. You just have to trust me. 3. You don't have to trust anyone. Just trust I'll wipe you from the face of the earth if you defy me. 4. Why shouldn't you trust her? The people loved her in your day until you tried to rob her. 5. I don't like to speak for her, but I'll never betray you, I promise. I quite like options 2 and just because I like the chaos, I like number 3. I like number 5 as well. 5 2. Yeah, not. I think 2 is winning. You don't have to trust her, you just have to trust me. You think that's better? He mutters. Vivian mutters. As near as I can tell, there's nothing to stop me leaving right now. Go where I like, do what I like. Maybe I'll find some other way to get my life back, and maybe I won't. But I think my odds are just about as good that way as they are if I put my faith in you. Despite his words, he's not leaving. You can't imagine he's eager to wander off alone into a world he left behind a century ago. But he doesn't seem very eager to stay with you either. There must be something you could say to change that, to keep your mission from ending before it's truly begun. Oh boy, options. Sorry if some of you guys are actually trying to do other things while this is happening, but it's incredibly interactive. Option 1. Leave and I'll hunt you down. Fucking hell. Leave and I'll hunt you down and make your spectres suffer in ways you can't imagine. 2. Help me, please. I can't do this without you. You're a legend. 3. Please let me help you. My mother shouldn't have hurt you. I just want to give you your life back. 4. I'll let you use the remnant stars too. That's what you wanted, right? My mother will be furious, but it's worth the risk. 5. You don't want to do that. I'll leave it at that and wait. 5 is intriguing me, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I love that you can go full aggressive in these kind of games. This one especially, you can just be a tyrant. It's really good. Ooh. I wonder how long chapter 1 is. I feel like I've read a lot, but I don't know. 3, 5, 3 or 5. I need to reread them because I sometimes forget. Please, 5. Okay. I'm just gonna quickly look at the stat. Oh yeah, there's stats. Yep. So strength 45%. We're pretty weak. Grace, we're relatively graceful. Ingenuity, 50-50, we could go either way. Resolve, 65, rhetoric, artistry, oh boy, no, I think that's leading into spoilers. Let's return, let's go back. No. Stats, no. I think we're gonna... I don't know how long it takes to make them, but I think this one, I'm gonna look up the length for this one, because I think it was, they boasted about it real quick. Oh, come on, please tell me. I think this one, oh no, come on. Super duper quick. I want to look up how long it is. I think it's one of the longest ones. Thank you. Stars Arisen is... No, don't tell me how long it takes to play. How long does it take to read? Apparently it's 10 hours to play, but I want the word... Oh, sorry, it's... Stars Arisen is a 1.1 million word interactive novel. You heard me right? 1.1 million. Yeah. Yeah, well, to be fair, I think 1.1 million might be with all of the different routes, perhaps. Yeah, do you want me to flip a coin? Because if you pick free as well, then I'll flip. Yeah, Okay, 5. Okay, 5 wins. Number 5. You don't want to do that. I'll leave it at that and wait. Vivian snorts. You have no idea what I want. he says before rising higher into the air. You stay silent, watching impassively. Vivian floats a few feet higher, then comes to a halt. What, that's it? You brought me back from the dead for this, and that's all you have to say? You shrug. Either you'll help me, or you won't. Right, goodbye, Starbrat. Vivian ascends a few feet more, and you wait, and he stops again. Have they discovered any other magic since I died? Anyone other than the sorceress who can do it? Not that I'm aware of, you say, and give him another shrug. But I don't get out much. Right, you live in a cave with the witch, Vivian says. He's too high up for you to see his expression, but after a little longer you hear a sigh and he starts descending again. Don't say anything, he warns you. You oblige. I'm just not going to go charging off into the wilderness on the vague hope of finding someone else who might be able to help me. Not before I know more about what's going on here, he says. That's all. You nod. Stop gloating, he says, as his ghostly feet brush through the grass. 5 options. You head out of the servants' garden the way you came in. At first, Vivian floats some distance away from you, but once you've crossed through the trees, he rejoins you for the rest of the way to the mountains. He stays level with you, almost as though he's walking beside you, but doesn't say a word. Option 1. So what's it like after death? Being dead, what's that like? Option 2. Is it alright if I call you Vivian? Free. What's Calestria like? I haven't been there since I was very young. 4. Why in the world did you ever think you could steal the remnant stars? Option 5. I stay quiet too. Big hydrate. I'm actually running out of tea soon. It'll last another 10-20 minutes, I think. And yes, my tea will be cold by then, but I don't mind. So it's a possible wait. 2 or 3. Okay, I'm just gonna pick between 2 and 3 then. Oh, those are difficult. They're basically like, they have the same vibe of question, aren't they? Oh. Yeah, you can, I think, not the same questions later, but you can, it's a very slow relationship, which is what I liked about this last time, with all of the characters, regardless of whether or not you romance them. So, you do get to learn more about them later, and it's really nice, but, Okay, I'm gonna flip a coin because I can't decide. 2 is heads, 3 is tails. Tails! What's Calestria like? I haven't been there since he hasn't been there okay. I haven't been there in 100 years, he grunts, saying the most obvious thing in the world. Won't be the same. What was it like before then, you ask? Vivian goes quiet again. I keep telling you. You live in a cave with a witch, he says at last. I don't know how to describe ordinary things to you. Thanks. Alright, this is more than... I love Vivian. There's a reason I romanced him last time. Why can't you just be normal? You live in a cave. You're still not sure how long you spent resurrecting Vivian, but it's close to sunrise by the time you reach home. The mountain road up to your cavern is steep, An even more exhausting climb than usual after the night you've spent. Vivian has no trouble, of course, floating around close behind you as you go. The cave where you live isn't exactly hidden. Not anymore. It's off the usual path over the mountains, where few travellers have reason to look, and the entrance is shrouded in shadow, made to look natural. You had more defences once, when your mother was stronger. If you can't reclaim the remnant stars soon, there won't be much left to keep your mother's enemies from finding her. The first several steps into the cavern are a pitch darkness, but you're used to that. You don't even need to summon a light from your star slither to see your way toward the crack in the stone on the far side from the entrance. Though Vivian's dull glow provides some assistance, you slide your way through the crevice, much deeper than it first appears, and emerge into the warm light of home. The walls have a gentle gleam that can't be seen from the outside. The darkness of the entrance sealing it away. It's bright and airy inside, and it was years before you realised how odd that was. Your mother maintains the light with what strength she has left, and there's a complex framework of thin vents in the stone to let in air from outside. A stream of clear water that your mother brought to life runs along the path you tread, toward the branch that separates your rooms from your mother's. Oh, several rooms, gasp. I mean, we are 25 in this, so I guess we need our own space. Only the bare bones of the structure are natural. Your mother carved this place out years before you fled to it, as the rebellion rose and she knew she might need a place to hide. It's your home, the only one you've ever truly known. Your mother won't want you to linger now that Calestri is in reach. So now that you've summoned Vivian, this might be the last time you ever enter it. How can you sum up what this place has meant to you? Oh boy. Number 1. We were safe here, and we were together. That's all that really matters. Pardon me? 2. I wish we could have lived somewhere with more people around, but I've tried to make the best of it. 3. It's an amazing feat of magic. I tried to make some enhancements of my own once and nearly collapsed the ceiling. 4. It's a disgrace. My mother could have done better for us, and we both know it. 5. It's awful here. One day I'm going to have my revenge on the people who forced us into this. Viv. I keep thinking of Dragon Age Vivian, but that's that's the feminine Vivian. Vivian in this is classy. He's actually different kind of classy. He's spectral classy. 1, 3, 2, and 1. I guess 1 is winning it. Aw. We were safe here, and we were together. That's all that matters. Oh, we get to choose our appearance now. Nice. Okay. But, you know, we can choose this in advance. What colour of eyes did we have? Grey, blue, green, Once looked like, yep. Grey, blue, green, hazel, brown, or black. Those are our options. There's no question about where you have to go next. The path to your mother's room curves up and to the left, further into the mountain. It's another steep ascent, enough that your mother carved steps into the stone for you. The nearest thing she can get to living on top of a tower, you suppose. You wind through the stone hallway's last turn and discover your mother already standing in the hollow arch of her doorway, waiting for you. You think your mother looked human once. That's how they describe her in a role. You have very vague memories of those days, so indistinct you can't even properly see her face. You wonder sometimes if you invented them, if she really did once look human. That was among the first things to change when she lost the stars. For as long as you can remember clearly, she's been something else. The figure standing in the doorway glows silver white like Vivian, but not in quite the same way. Your mother's aura isn't a shine as much as a gleam. One that looks like it's fading but never disappears. Beneath the glow is the shape of a human woman. But the specifics are indiscernible. A cloudy blur. You can see her head, her torso, her limbs. There are even vague hollows and shadows in the place where her face should be. Almost a mouth and eyes and nose, like a statue carved from light instead of stone. But the details and colours that make up a person are gone. And you have nothing more than shadows of memories to tell you shadows of memories to tell you they were once ever there. Her fingers, when she touches your arm, are smooth and warm, but not like flesh, more like the slithers of the remnant stars. You used to wonder when you first started visiting a role and seeing the families there if your mother once looked like you. If her eyes were, so wondering if your mother's eyes were like yours, being grey, blue, green, hazel, brown, and black. And I'm realising now what Vivian truly meant. Like, I can't explain anything of real world to you because apparently sweet little Morrigan, it wasn't until she visited a town that she knew what a person was supposed to look like, apparently. Grey or blue? Grey, blue. Whoa. Well, she's watery, so yeah, I think grey or blues are really, those are good. Well, I think we're about to pick, like, our hair colour, our skin colour, and our height and everything, so... Yeah, I mean... Odd, you're providing options, Lisa. Yeah, no, like... When you're already born, but not born from, like, your mother formed you like some Greek mythos out of, like, a literal star, I think your life is always gonna be a bit weird. Yeah, so it's grey or blue. Time for another coin flip. Grey is, heads, and blue is tails. It's grey. There we go. If her eyes were grey too. Like water. I know water's blue, but for a minute let's think water's... Technically water's translucent. That's almost grey. But all you can see of her eyes are the hollows where they might be hidden. As for her hair, it's hard to be certain whether she still has any, but you can sure about the colour. So are we blonde, red-headed, brown-haired, or... sorry, brunette or black-haired? Oh, I know, silver hair would have been so good. Golden, I see. Oh, you know, it'd be so cool to do... you guys could do it too if you wanted to, but I might do fan art of Morrigan. Just the complete opposite of Dragon Age Morrigan, basically. Gold. Yep, you know, stars are kinda gold. Let's go with gold. Gold it is. Golden like the sun, which is a star. Oh god, shape of hair. Right, does she have straight hair, waves, loose curls, or tight curls? This is specific. This is important. golden blonde, texture like the sun. Would you describe the sun as straight? Waves. Oh, waves sound pretty. Oh, like water, yeah! Yes. Oh boy, right, complexion. Her complexion is a mystery as well, with that dull grey light washing out any other colour. So, are we pale, tan, brown, or dark? Luckily, this for next time, it will remember what we look like. I think it'll give us a physical description after, thank God. Oh my goodness. Pale. 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 Yeah. I mean, we're already messing with death, I guess. Alright, I guess we're pale. Right. Oh. Oh, those are nice options. I like that. Oh. Pole. See, this defines the entire relationship, what she calls her. Right. Considering the feel of her hands, you would swear she doesn't have skin at all. Your mother is a wraith of a creature, and you've spent years of your life failing to remember if she was ever anything else. Even Vivian, with all his ghostly glow, looks more human than she does. Neither you nor your mother is human, of course. Truly, you have no idea if two people born from the remnant stars ought to resemble one another or not. You're not even certain if you're precisely the same kind of creature. Being separated from the stars hasn't affected you like it has her, but you never had the same bond with them that she did. You still don't know all the ways the stars align with your mother's history. Pardon me? Or how they'll someday align with yours. And none of that meant very much to you when you were a child in a role, staring at parents and their children with a confused and desperate hope. Oh. You only ever saw those other families from the edges of the town, and they were never very good models for what lies between your mother and you. What is she to you, the fallen goddess who raised you in secret to steal back her throne? It's not simple to sum up. She's been 100 things to you, just as she was to her people over all those years. But one thing gets at the heart of that bond, the only one you've ever really known. What do you call her when you speak to her? And what does it mean? 1. Mother. I want her to know I love her. Mother. I want her to know that her power is gone. Sorceress. I want her to know we're not family. Sorceress. I want her to know she's still a queen. Yeah, like, this poor kid. Your attitude towards characters can change throughout the story. That's the beauty of multiple choice. Like, I can't remember the depth of it, but I think characters remember things you said to them previously or how you treated them, and that can change. It depends how far in and what decisions get made if it can be changed. But you can, yeah, it's a very good story. I'll leave it at that. Things might change as the story goes on. You personally might feel something different later on. The character can. Nothing's solid yet, especially since it's chapter 1. Yeah. Oh goodness, everyone. Yes, I want her to know I love her. Time stretches on while your mother waits in the... Oh, I should end the poll, shouldn't I? Oh, there we go. Time stretches on while your mother waits in the doorway. Her periods of stillness and silence are getting longer these days. The woman who fled Calestri with you, who taught you to wield your power in the servant's garden, hardly seems to exist anymore. Oh god, there's another poll. Okay, 1, 2, And free. Pull. Oh, I don't even need to title it. Nice. 1. Once she taught me to speak with conviction, but now her voice is a rasp and a whisper. 2. Once I watched her shape her home from rock, and now I rarely see her stand. 3. Once she showed me the beauty of the stars, and now it's been years since she looked to the sky. I think this also informs something about the character's personality, so... Oh. I see. Number... Okay. Very enthusiastic, number 3. Okay. Once she showed me the beauty of the stars, and now it's been years since she looked up on the sky. Though your mother's eyes are hidden like the rest of her features, you can still tell... Oh, there's 4 options about how to do the poll now. Panic poll, panic poll. Not really, but... There. You can still tell when she's watching you. She stares all the while as she steps back and reclines against the bed of cushions set against the wall. Yes, bed of cushions set against the wall. The furnishings in your room are sparse. Most you purchased from a roll, but some of them have always been here, and you're not sure where they came from. You suppose your mother must have brought them from Calestri, but it's hard to picture her carrying furniture. She's the one who finally breaks the silence. Oh boy. Voice. Let's go for Queen Elizabeth II. Morrigan, daughter, I sent you here with a task. Have you succeeded? Option 1, I have, mother. Option 2, of course I did, mother. Did you ever doubt it? Option 3, no thanks to you, mother. You didn't tell me how powerful he would be. Number 4, no I didn't, mother. This glowing man behind me is a different ghost. Okay. I love this game. 1 looks like it's winning. What was 1 again? I have, mother. Aww. I love you, mummy. Mummy dearest. Am I gonna have to give Morrigan a British accent, like a horrible British accent too? Is that what's gonna happen? I think I'm gonna have to. Also, I think 1's just winning, so... I have, mother. No, let's not. I have, mother. Your mother pushes herself up against her cushions, bending forward to get a look at Vivian, whose confused study of the shining stone around him has come to an abrupt halt. His scar flares against his face, and she leans in further. Oh boy. More of the stars in you than I anticipated, Grimaldi, she says. But then I never raised someone they struck down. But then I never raised someone I struck down before. Let's see if you're as good as your word, your majesty, Vivian says. You think he's trying for eye contact, but he doesn't seem to know what to make of her face. The sorceress says nothing, but inclines her head in your direction. The sorceress... Oh, options! Woo! 1, whoops. 2, 3, and 4. Wait, I don't know why I clicked 4 and 5. What? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, oh my god. I'm losing my mind. I keep trying to type out 4 and 5. Right. The The sorceress stands from her repose.
Leave us, Grimaldi. I would have a word with my daughter before her departure.
Vivian requires no further prompting, backing immediately out of your mother's room. The sorceress turns her face to you again. For a long while, even longer than when you first returned, she says nothing. 1. Do I really have to leave right now, Mother? I thought we'd have more time together. 2. Do I really have to leave right now, Mother? You realise I haven't slept all night. 3. Let's not drag this out. I'm off. See you later. 4. Goodbye, Mother. I'm going to miss you so much. It does sound a bit sarcastic. Maybe it's the way I said it. Now here, I'll say it in a better way. So I don't think it's meant to be sarcastic. I feel like it would tell you if it was. So it's, goodbye, Mother. I'm gonna miss you so much. There, less sarcastic. I see number 1 is winning. I don't think there's enough people in chat to change the vote, so it's gonna be number 1. Do I really have to go right now, Mother? I thought we'd have more time together. I don't know if I can keep up Queen Elizabeth II's voice, so... When we wield the stars again, we'll never be parted, your mother says softly. Now, there are still things I must tell you. The hollows of her eyes swivel toward the hallway and then back at you. Grimaldi. You need not fret over him. He is a criminal, and a means to an end. We'll waste none of the stars' power on him once we've reclaimed them, except to banish him back— oh, you bitch! Except to banish him back to the world beyond where he belongs. Do you understand? So she never really meant to finish Vivian's resurrection. She lied to you so that you would lie to him, and she wants you to go on doing it. Bitch. She's evil! I mean, I think the game was pretty much telling us she was up until this point, but like... Okay. Option time. Option number 1. Mother, that's terrible. I give Vivian a spirited defense. Ha. 2. Absolutely not, Mother. We have more honor than that. I'm offended that she thinks I'd agree to this. 3. Yes, I understand. Vivian doesn't matter to me, but staying on her good side does. 4. Obviously, you thought I didn't realise that? Vivian hurt my mother and I want him to suffer. Aw, nobody's gonna pick, yes, I understand. To hell with them. Literally. I see. Oh. Yeah, it's a difficult choice, isn't it? Okay, it looks like 2 is the winner. I'm gonna end it at that. They're more or less the same thing. Number 2. Absolutely not, Mother. We have more honour than that. I'm offended that she thinks I'd agree to this. We're better than cowards and liars, Mother. If we're going to take back Calistri, we have the duty to the people there, even the criminals. Your mother shakes her head. Oh, there's 4 choices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't even know the rest of that song. That one bit is just... yes. Your mother shakes her head. You cannot be this weak in Calistri, Morrigan. And there's something else. If you didn't know your mother better, you'd say she was nervous, speaking in a rush. If you run into trouble, there's a man. Basil Dexter. I don't know why I said Basil. I usually would say Basil. Like Basil Brush. Anyway, Basil. It's Basil. Basil Dexter. He won't be hard to find, and he can offer you help. And he can offer help or information whenever you require it. There's no one in the world we can trust but him, Morrigan. 1. What? You've never mentioned him before. 2. Who is he? 3. Why hasn't he helped us before now? 4. There must be more than one loyal person left in the city. Oof. I sit super awkwardly at my desk, so I have to keep shifting because my leg goes numb. Ugh. Oh, 50-50. Is anyone gonna come in and save the tiebreak? I need a hero. I'm looking out for a hero who can break the tie. Gotta be fast and you gotta be strong and you gotta be faster than... Oh! That didn't help! The tie is still there and we gotta choose. Okay. Coin flip. Yep. 2 will be heads, 3 will be tails. It's heads. Number 2. Who is he? He's had a number of professions, she says. He makes himself useful. That's not really all I was asking, you say. Pardon me? Oh, another 4 options. Whoa. I love it when it just lets me make a poll with options. Let's go. Your mother looks uncomfortable as much as she can. What else can I tell you, Morgan, before you've even seen our city? He's clever and faithful, and he'll help you if he can. She takes a step back from you. It's time, Morgan. You must be going. Be careful. There's magic in the city itself too. You might find it reaching out to you, or answering your call. Don't give yourself to Calestri. Focus on the stars and be safe. It's a cryptic warning. Odder than anything she's told you about Calestri before. But you can see that she's fading. She lacks the energy for long speeches these days, and you doubt she could elaborate even if you asked her to. 1. I grab her in a hug. I love you, Mother. 2. I bow to her. I'll make this right, Mother. 3. I nod. Goodbye, Mother. And 4. I have nothing to say to her. I turn and leave. I mean, I have a feeling I know what would make the mum happy. Just leave. Yeah, a man of many professions. Not suspicious at all. Especially that Mother never told us. I mean, I guess she never had a reason to. Like, we live in the mountains. We never knew what people looked like until we were probably like 5 or something. Okay, 1 or 3 it seems to be. Ooh. What fun. Wait, what or one? Grab her, I love you, or goodbye, Mother. I feel like some of you are going, yeah, I don't trust this Mother anymore. She seems a bit weird. It looks like another tie, so I'm gonna flip my coin. Fun fact, it's actually, I got this little box of dice from back when Veilguard was still called Dreadwolf. It's like a little box of dice, and it's got this Dreadwolf coin in it, and that's what I've been using to flip, because it's the closest one I have. That, and I like the excuse to use it. Anyway, heads is 1, tails is 3. It's heads. I grab her in a hug and say, I love you, Mother. I love you. Touching her is always an odd experience, like touching metal warmed by the sun. But you wouldn't trade but you wouldn't trade it for anything. Her arms wrap around you. There's 5 options. Okay. Her arms wrap around you in return, faster than you expected. Return to me quickly, Morrigan, she whispers, with the stars and with yourself. It's some time before the two of you part. Vivian is waiting for you near the shadows of the entryway. He looks mostly solid, the glow all about, the glow all but gone. From the expression on his face, his eyes grow shut. You think screwed shut, Grudge. His eyes screwed shut. You think that's taking considerable concentration. Something clatters to the ground and he cracks one eye open, then makes an irritated sound. Wonder how long that'd work. Going to have to sort that. You'd better take it. You bend down to find whatever he dropped, and your eyes widen when you see a remnant star fragment on the ground. Oh. In the few minutes you were talking to your mother, Vivian managed to find where she kept her most precious resources and carry one away. You look up and see him smiling, just barely. 5 options. 1. This is amazing, Vivian. Thank you. 2. I need this enough to keep it, but I'm not happy he stole from my mother. Don't do something like this again. 3. You can carry things? 4. How did you get this? 5. Wait, touching this should have killed you. Oh. I'll send a picture in the Discord after. Don't worry. If I recall. Nah, they'll be here. I'll remember. Number 2. Ooh. 2, 5. Yes. I really like Vivian. Ooh, 2. Any more votes? I'll admit, if it was me, I would have picked the first one just because it sounds so cheeky. Just like, oh, you were stealing from my mother? Thank you! Then I'll take this. Thanks, bye. Okay. Any more votes? 2, 5, 4. Okay. It was 2. Yeah, let's go with 2. I need this enough to keep it, but I'm not happy he stole from my mother. Don't do something like this again. And then he never stole ever again. He learned his lesson. 100%. Oh, it's the end of chapter 1. I think I might stop there because it's getting on. It's getting quite late. What? Do you favours? Vivian rolls his eyes. Noted. Without waiting for you, he exits through the crack in the wall, brushing straight through its edges. Let's get out of here and get you up that tower, he calls back. This little den of yours is the most disturbing thing I've seen tonight, and I was dead a couple of hours ago. The stars are waiting for you. And, yep, I think we will end it here tonight. It's been, how long has the stream been going? Since 7, so about 2.5 hours. I think that is a good place to end it. How do I switch them? Uh-oh. Not that. End. That one. This one. I'm getting the hang of it. Yes, thank you. I'm just waiting to see it pop up in the actual stream. Yes, thank you guys so much for joining. It was really fun. I wasn't expecting this many people to turn up for something so random. So, yeah, thank you for popping in, joining in chat, joining in the multiple choice picking choices, that one. Yeah, I really love this story. It was that or one that I played with my boyfriend actually, and we loved it because we were just picking choices together. But it's a completely different story. I'm kind of glad this one won the poll because I know it goes good places, and it takes a while. If you guys have any theories, I'd love to know so far, because this has more than a few twists in it. It's really good. Oh goodness. Yep. Anyway, I'll probably do the same stream next week, about the same time, unless something changes. But I picked Tuesday, 7 p.m. my time for a reason. Try to think of any other wrapping up points. Yeah. Where's my music? Give me my music. Don't just start playing the music. No. Bad. Anyway. I need to reach it. The beginning was a bit of a mess on my part. I feel like I stumbled over everything. So, yeah. Watch it at your own peril. I think if there's any other points, I would say you'll probably find it in the Discord if I've missed out anything. But I think that's everything I need to tie up the rest of the stream. Aww. Well, the stream will be there for you when you need it, at least. Yep, as I was saying, I think that's about it. In the Discord, I will send a picture of those dice, and next time we will see what happens between Morrigan and Vivian. Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to get over how Dragon Agey that is. Anyway. Yep, thank you for all being here. I can't wait to play next week. Goodbye. How do I... Yep.